need jobs. They wasn't getting jobs. Still not getting. We need money to live.
Over Beetham, Laventel, all the zones here in Trinidad,
yes.
Duncan Street, you've been there. What seems to stand out as the common thread across all these different factions?
You know what? Unlike any other country I've ever been to in my life, there's a few words that are used: love, peace, stigma, over and over and over again. I've never seen it. It's almost like everybody's gotten together and rehearsed what to say, and it's amazing to me. But the common thread is I see a lot of very young people, somewhat lost, no real direction or motivation for anything outside of what they're currently doing. No aspirations of becoming an engineer or anything outside of the life of what happens in their little block.
And seeing that you would have met with these guys and seen it in real time, what do you think? I mean, you've been here for a couple of weeks now. What could be a solution? What could be a great, if you could speak to someone
yes.
and bring forward a recommendation to bring these guys away from this kind of lifestyle, what
yes.
would it be?
So rather than me formulate an answer, what I can do is I can put together everything I heard as a collective from every neighborhood and sort of regurgitate it in a very brief format, right? People need opportunity, and the opportunity has to be within their neighborhood. You know, a lot of people are targeted and marked just for the area that they live. So people will say, you know, go get a job in the city. Not possible for a lot of people. From what I heard, you know, the contracts that are given out by the government, and I can't confirm or deny, are very limited for the community. One gentleman I spoke to said once in his life he's gotten a 1-week contract. Now, I am not the one that's going to blame the government. I believe that the government does share a part of this. Parents probably, to me, are the #1 person to blame, and I mean right from birth. They're responsible for keeping their children on the right path. So I'm not to blame the government solely. I don't have the answer, but what I keep hearing is there's no opportunity. And the average man or woman wouldn't understand this. I don't understand this, because when I grew up, I can go on any street I want in my city without repercussions, without worrying about being shot. You know, the truth and the reality of the situation is most people won't understand these.
We were cleaning up the drug trade, right? And, excuse me. And the government ministers was found in the airport by a woman police officer with all these drugs. I mean, I'm not talking about, 10 kilos, a substantial amount of drugs. These ministers, right? And she came to us and told us that the government is planning to kill her. So I said, well, why would the government kill you? She was working with the narco section in the airport, of course in plain clothes, not in uniform, and stumbled onto them with all this cocaine. So then she tried to get this matter addressed by the commissioner of police and everybody, and nobody wanted to take her and say, you crazy. This is the Attorney General, the Minister of National Security, the advisor, and the Major Thompson from the Army, and this is ridiculous. We can't report these people. And then finally she came to us. 4 days after she came to me and complained about this matter, they created a mock battle at Chagaramas. And she was sitting in a bus, and one of the police officers in the bus shot her in her head and killed her. 4 days before they killed her, she came to me and told me the people who were in the VIP room, the people I just called and told you. So after I exposed that, then they unleashed the state machinery on me and occupied my land, and then every Friday I couldn't have any peaceful prayer. They would destroy the things until finally it come to the court and I arrested them. And